a quotation by Daniel Defoe, some literary man, his quotation about the devil. So I made the chairman to read it from the satanic verses. And the chairman read it and is asking 6,000 people, anybody at any time has read this? Or you have seen it anywhere, or you read anywhere? Out of 6,000 people, one guy put up his hand. Where? In the satanic verses. Then I'm asking the people, the audience. I said, you see, Rushdie has something special to tell about you Londoners. I said, on the very first page, he calls you all bastards. You Londoners are all bastards. Do you know that? No. I said, Londoners, I said, whether you are an English Londoner, or a Pakistani Londoner, or a Sikh Londoner, or a Hindu Londoner, you are a Londoner, you are a bastard. Shocked. I said, look, what have you been reading? You say this book is very good. I said, come on, talk to me. Then, of course, it was more than an hour's talk. I'm giving him what he says about Rama, what he says about Sita. Did you read it? He says, no. I said, you will want to kill him, you. What he says about you white people? The whole white race is his white women, no mine, fat, Jewish or non-differential. White women, I can't say. There are other words. What they're good for. I can't. But I said, now you talk to me. You want to know? I said, you white man, you know what he says about your mother, your wife, your sister, your daughter. You Jew, you know what he says about your mother, your wife, your sister. I want to know what are your reactions. Then this is what he says about Rama and Sita. This is what he says about all of your whole white race. And on and on and on. The filthiest, dirtiest book in my life I ever came across was the satanic verses. Really satanic. Keep away from it. From the price point of view, at one time it was costing 15 pounds. There's 75 rands. You know why 75 rands on that? It's about 540 pages. 75 rands. Here I'm giving you, my son, 2,000 pages free of charge. Yes.
Just a while ago, you told me that Allah is very merciful Now, I know someone rushed you or terribly wrong, but anyway, we're living in the modern times now, and we have freedom of speech, freedom of writing. But that's besides the point. If Allah is merciful, who are we as people to impose judgment on Rushdie? Because, you see, we didn't create Rushdie. He was created by God himself. Right? And who are we to formulate opinions and impose death sentences upon him when we have God himself to decide? Now, if Allah is merciful, why can't we be merciful?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm an Hindu student, right? And my scriptures teach me to be obedient, merciful, and sympathetic to the elderly. Now, we must sympathize with Rushdie. We understand he has a problem, but we're not in a position to impose death sentences upon him as the late Ayatollah Khomeini did. Now, I appeal to the Muslim people and Muslims in general to forgive Rushdie and give him a break and allow him to apologize and take back his case.
My son, very beautiful thoughts. God is merciful and we are expected to be merciful. He is just and we are expected to be just. He is beneficent, we must be beneficent. Charitable. He is holy, we must be holy. That is the teaching of Islam. That is the teaching of Hinduism. It's a beautiful teaching. But now, we are also told to respect one another. Now I ask you, what is your name? So you tell me I'm Mr. So-and-so, Naidu or Padyachi or Mudli or Govanda, whatever. They say, yes. I knew your great-grandmother. Because a lot of people, I know their grandfathers and grandmothers. I'm 73 now. Since I was a young man, I have been moving around a lot, you see, I know. So I said, yeah, your grandma, yeah, man. Weekends at stage, she used to live there, you know. You know, she was the biggest whore. I said, you know, she was international, not only for Indians. Now, if you punch me in the jaw, have I a right to blame you? I said, what am I doing? I'm asking for it. Am I not? I said, what am I doing? Talk, man, talk. Talk nicely about everybody. You swear my mother, look, you can call me anything. I'm big enough. I told you. I said, this old man can take it, if you remember. You know, I said, ask any questions, even criticism will be welcome. I said, this old man can take it. I stand by that. But now you come along there while you're asking me questions and you swear my mother, you know, at this some I will punch you on the jaw. By God. No, I'm not. I'm talking frankly. My mind is still 16. In my mind, I'm still 16-year-old. I know my body belies that. You see? But my mind tells me I can give it to you. And I will punch you on the jaw. Maybe I'll break your jaw and also break my hand. Because it's gone too soft now. It's not what it was before. You see? But now this is the natural reaction of anybody. You swear my mother? Look, call me anything, man. Call me an ox, call me a donkey, call me a fool. I can tolerate you. But leave my mother out of the picture. You understand? Don't talk about my mother. Don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my daughter. Now there I'm going to go berserk. You blame me for that? You see, the Western law, beautiful. It protects the living. If I call your mother a whore, your mother has a right to take me to court. Did you know that? She has a right to take me to court for besmirching her fair name. I call her a whore. I must go and prove it. In the house of Islam, as a Muslim, in a Muslim country, if I call your mother a whore, I must produce 4 witnesses to prove it. That I saw her actually committing adultery. Not one, no, I saw another 3 witnesses. We all are eyewitnesses. And all the witnesses, you know, if they have to come to testify against your mom, they'll have to be consistent in their evidence and the cross-examination. If one of them fails, all the 4 will get 80 lashes each. You besmirch the fair name of a lady? Now, that is Islamic law, Western law, law of defamation. You say something about a living person, that person has a right to take you to court. That you know. But you see, Western law doesn't protect the dead. Your mother is dead, and I call her a whore. And I'm a big bully. I have a big gang behind me. I say, go on, do what you like. What can you do? What can you do? Nothing. You're helpless. Because the law doesn't protect this. And look, then now you must bring your mother out of the grave to come and say, look, I was not a whore. Which we can't do. So the stigma sticks. So that guy, I have no right to forgive. If somebody saw your mother, or I saw your mother, these people have no right to forgive me. Your mother has a right. If she's living, she has a right to forgive me. You forgive me, your brothers and sisters forgive me, your father forgives me, your mother forgives me. But if your mother is dead, if she's dead, I get away with it. So this is the law why the man says, now you say something about my mother which is blasphemous, and the law of blasphemy in the house of Islam is death. Yes, anybody else? Yes, my son. Just one second. Let's give the young man a chance first. We'll come back to you. Yes, my son.
You believe in Satan?
Yes, that there is a power, satanic powers. I do believe.
Yeah. How come with these Satanists, how come they only oppose the Christian religion and not the Islamic religion?
Maybe they have nothing to chew on. You see, the satanic people, what do you say? There's a cult. Is that what they are attacking the Christians, you say? Right. Because they come from Christian background. Sit down.